All right, man. Where are my birds? Coop's nice and clean. All the nest fronts are closed up. And not a single cockbird in my breeding section. The flapping in the background probably doesn't help me out. As you can see, I moved them. No, they weren't stolen. I basically just moved them out. What I'm going to be doing here shortly is introducing birds I want to breed from my uncle's stock. And unfortunately, I had to move my cocks out. And even though I thought at first that was going to be such an easy thing to do, it really isn't. I'll be honest with you, it's a little bittersweet. I think it's an opportunity for me to attain some good stock off my uncle's birds, but in the same token, I don't get to try my birds. And you know how it is, man. Your birds are your thing, you know? I mean, they're my birds. I want to breed out of mine. I want to be successful with mine. Yes, I know the majority do come from my uncle. It's the same family, the same stock, but they're still my birds. So it took me quite a bit. It took me a couple weeks to finally make that decision, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to remove all my birds, which I have done. I'm going to move in my uncle's birds. The cocks probably today and tomorrow as I sort through them, because of course I don't know the birds individually. All I got is bands that my uncle gave me of birds to try out for the year. So now I got to go on a scavenger hunt to find these birds. But I'll be moving them in the next couple days. I'll give the cocks a week or two to settle down, pick a box, defend that box, and then slowly start introducing the hens. But I cleaned it all out, washed all the nest bowls, sanitized them, all that good jazz, and got everything ready. I'm going to put down some fresh wood pellet and start moving cocks over. I will be taking you guys along with me, so just hang in there, and I'll show you what I'm putting in. All right, guys. So I was up to 1 a.m. last night with a good buddy of mine going through every single bird in my uncle's cage. And I'll tell you what, if you think that's something easy to do, man, it was a needle in a haystack. I had no idea what these birds looked like. I had no idea what color. All I had was a band number, and I was told to find them. So we did. We went through every single bird. We basketed them all. We selected and went through the sheet, and we got them all. In here currently, I have the cockbirds. I have not added all the hens. I have about 3 hens in here that are established pairs. I'm not too stressed out about those. But the hens that are not paired to the cocks, I'm going to give the cocks a week or so to acclimate to their box, to defend their box, and then I'll bring in the hens. So I just want to show you guys what I'm working with here. I got them all boxed in. I still have a couple boxes that I have room for, and I think I'm going to start adding some of my own birds. I broke, man. I can't do it. I have to breed something out of my birds. It feels wrong. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels wrong to not breed out of my own stock. At least a couple birds. So let me take you guys through with what I got going on here. So in box 1, I put the mosaic cock to that hen there. These birds have produced consistent birds, including a 200-mile winner. Last year, the year before, for my uncle, I have the nest mate to that bird. So I'm going to put these are already established pair. I left them together. Let me see if I can get the cock out and show you guys. Come on. Yeah, they're a little wild because obviously we haven't been handling them in a little while. I don't have my tripod, so I'm literally going to be handling with one hand, trying to film with the posing. And just bear with me here. He's a fighter too. Look at that bird. Blue check on one side, red check on the opposing side. His face is mixed. He's got a blue face with a red head. Yeah, he is just amazing. He knows that's his box and he wants to go back. Come on. Oh, look at that coloration. That's a beautiful bird. Let's put him in there. All right, that's pair number 1. I know for a fact they're a pair, so we're going to lock them down. In here, I have, these were already paired, so I just left them alone. What do I have here? Okay, I have, that's 13 or 38.95. That is the grandfather to, or the father to my foundation bird, Big Red. Also the grandfather to both the race winners. On the cock side of the race, on the dark, and on the hen side of the splash. No, let me reverse that. On the hen side of the splash, dark splash, and on the cock side of the red grizzle. That's the great grandfather there. So they're already a pair. I just left them alone. Beautiful bird. I assume he's still breeding. I'm gonna think he's in 07, 08. So I think that's still good timing. I think he's still fertile. We'll see if he fills eggs or not. But they're already a pair, so I left them. And this box here, I believe that is a son or grandson of the Panda, 1903. I'm not sure why, but my uncle put them on paper, so I'm going to breed from them. I still have to find some hens for these birds because I don't have hens for all. Here's another dark. This is actually a plum. And let me try to pull him out and show you as well. I know it shouldn't matter, colors, but like I've said earlier, I am kind of a fancier more than I am a racer. And when I see a pretty bird, I just can't help myself. So I don't know if you guys can really get the gist of the color, but he's not really a red. He's not really a blue. It's just a funny, funny plum color. He is actually a son of that mosaic cock. I'm not sure if it's the same hen or not. But my uncle put him on paper, said breed from him. So that's what I'm going to do. He was also a race bird, so I'm going to look into his race. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's won something, and I'm just not aware. Moving down, we have a nice dark here. Looks like another cockbird from 2012. Not sure too much about him. I'll find out more. Obviously, these birds are all from the same family. They're probably all related in some ways. Another dark. But like I said, either they're A, race winners themselves, or B, have produced winners or consistent birds. So that's what we're going to put together here. I'm just kind of going to run through them, show you guys. That's a pretty cockbird there. He is actually a 300-mile winner, and he produced a daughter that won a 500-mile. So he's a winner and producer. And we're going to go from there. Here's another big cockbird here. Was raced in 2011. I don't know anything about him. He wasn't on the list, but I saw a race band on his leg, so I'm going to call my uncle and find out exactly what's going on, what line he comes from, all that good stuff. Down here we have another son of that mosaic. He's also a plum color white flight. I'm still not 100% sure about him. Out of the two brothers, I think they're nestmates, I'm going to select one. Obviously, I don't need both, and if I have room for one of my own, I'm going to put one of my own. Here's another race winner here. I think this is a 300-mile winner as well. We'll set him aside. This bird here's another 300-mile winner. And we're just going down the list. I've got a few more down here. Sorry about the camera. I never turned the flash on, or flashed the light on, so some of these birds are a little bit, or some of these boxes are a little bit darkened. Hope you guys can see them as well as I can. And so far, all these birds are cockbirds. I have to add the hens. And the last one here. So he is my own bird. I brought him in because I want to use him this year. I want to try him out. And finally, in the very top box, you guys might notice a race winner. And I gave him my most consistent hen from this race season. Why I did that? Because they're my birds. And honestly, they were the best I had. And I guess what's the rule of thumb? You breed the best to your best, right? So I'm going to try him out. Did I give him that top box because he's a winner? Yes. Yes, I did. I hated that box. It's hard to reach. I have to get a milk crate to get up there. But I said he can have it. He did something for me, again, that, you know, I only dreamed that would have happened in my first year of racing. Is he a good bird? I don't know. I can't say that. I mean, he could be, you know, for somebody's standards, he could just be an average bird that's happened to have won a race one time. But for me, he's my best. So I gave him the top box. I gave him that little hen. And we'll see what happens, man. I'll take you guys along. Obviously, when I add the hens, which will be in a week or so, I just wanted to show you guys what we're dealing with here, why I moved my cockbirds out. I will be moving 3 more cocks in here. And this is going to be max. And I know it's max. I know it's a lot of birds in here, but this is my chance to breed what I can. I'm going to breed a lot of babies this year. I'm going to try. Fingers crossed everything goes well. And I'm gonna breed as many as I can this year and select hard. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna open them up, give them some feed and some water, and later on tonight I'm gonna lock them down again, and then that should be it. At that point I'm gonna let them decide what boxes they want. Sorry about the camera angles. All right, let's back up. Let's let them out a little bit. I gave him some food and some water. Give him a minute here. Come on, guys. They've been locked up all night, trying to get them acclimated to their box, try to get them to defend their box. So we'll see. Like I said, I have 3 birds that are really not certain, and then I'll call my uncle and find out whether or not I should breed from them. Or remember, a lot of these birds, they were all stock, so he's never tried them, so he can't, you can't guarantee anything. There's no guarantee to any bird that you breed, without a doubt. But this is that much closer if I can get a bird that has produced a winner before or has been a winner himself. I mean, other than that, I don't know what other criteria to select from. They're starting to come out a little bit now, so we'll see. Give them a minute. Come on, guys. Come. There you go. There's some food. There's some water. Come on, get it. I'm sure it's going to get crazy here in a little bit. Birds going in other birds' boxes, but they'll figure it out. Here we go. Boom. Perfect example. Come on. There he is. There's my boy. I got to pick a name for him. I just don't know yet. He's got a nice white beard right under his chin. I might go with something like that. Not necessarily white beard, but something like that. Give me some suggestions, guys. I mean, he's a dark bird. He's damn near a black. He's got a little bit of splashing, a lot of white right under his chin, like a little beard. He's got a white flight. If you guys got any ideas, let me know, man. I'm open to suggestions. Come on, guys. Come on. Well, all right, guys. I'll take another one when I add the hens, and I'll show you what we're dealing with for the upcoming season. And we'll go from there. I'll take you guys along, man. All right, see you on the next one.